cover how your team can import requirements from Excel directly into your Azure DevOps project. We achieve this by using the free Excel add-in called the Team tab. Now, if you do not use Visual Studio or you do not use Team Explorer already, you will have to use the download link provided below this video in order to install this add-in. Once you've downloaded the Team tab add-in, you just simply need to add it to your ribbon, and you'll find it here directly beside the Help tab in Excel. Let's go to our Team tab now. The first thing we have to do with our Team tab is establish a connection to our project, and we do this by going to New List here on the left. When we click New List, it's going to ask us which server we want to set up. I already have my server set up, but if you'd like to set up yours, you simply click Servers, Add Server, and provide the details about your server here. Once you have your server added, you can go ahead and select your server, and it'll automatically populate all of the collections in your server, as well as the projects in each of those collections. Let's go to my new Scrum project, and this will be the project that we pull and push from and to. We'll select Connect. At this stage, I get to choose whether I want to bring down a list of requirements for my project. This would allow me to edit my requirements in Excel. I'd be able to select a query and pull those requirements into my Excel sheet. Alternatively, if I want to import requirements into my TFS, VSTS, or Azure DevOps project, I can simply use Input List. By selecting Input List, we can see that it allows me to fill in fields that are based on my requirements. So the first step is to expand this so that you have enough room to add in as many requirements as you intend to import. If you already have your requirements somewhere, you can copy and paste them in line by line, but they will need to be in this format. At this point, we can start adding in the titles and the work item types of the individual work items. If we wanted to change the columns that are being inputted, we can go ahead and we can go back to our Team tab, and we can choose our columns. This allows us to set which properties we're about to import for these work items. For this import, I'm actually not going to be importing a flat list of work items. That is, I want to import work items like epics, as well as distinguish what their individual features are going to be and what those features have for children as product backlog items. In order to do this, before I add anything into my table, I must first convert this to a list. How do I do this? I add an individual tree level and say that I want the link types to be created in the tree to parent-child. But I'm going to convert this to a tree list. I'm now going to be able to add in my epics as well as my features underneath of my epics, and they're going to be linked together as parent-child. But first I'm going to need another level to support my product backlog items. At this point, I'm ready to start typing in the work items that I want to import. First, let's make our list a little bit bigger and easier to work with. And we'll start by adding in my epic. Now my epic is going to have the work item type of epic. When I bring it in as a state, because it's a brand new work item, it's going to be brought in as new. The reason will be filled in as new epic automatically for me, but I could set an assignment value right away. Let's import the features for this individual epic. The work item type for this feature is going to be of type feature. I'm now able to again assign this to myself. Now, because this feature is going to have children, we're going to put those children in our title 3, and we're going to call this PBI from import 1. I can then go ahead and type this in as a product backlog item. And I'll be able to do the same thing as this PBI from import 1, except we'll name it PBI from import 2, and we'll call it a product backlog item. So we can continually import work items, and we can again define a second epic here and make another tree structure if we'd like to. Now, in order to import the work items that we've created, we simply have to hit publish. And we can see that they've been assigned work item IDs. Let's go to our project and see if we can find work item 1634 to 1637. Here in my project, I'm able to look for requirements that we just imported. The first one is going to be 1634. When I search for this requirement, we see it's our epic, and related to it is our feature from import. If we go to our feature from import, we can see the requirements that we imported as well. If you wanted an easy way of finding the requirements you've just imported, when you're in Excel, add to the columns the tag column and make a unique tag that you can query from the queries view of your project.